Jahri, this is Rod Walker with the Times-Picayune. Just coming out of such a small school, did you ever imagine your, career would lead you to the to the Saints Hall of Fame and, being one of the best linemen in the league?
It was definitely a goal of mine to be, the best player I could be. And, I knew the success I had. I also knew how injuries, kept me back from being able to display my talent. So I was just very eager and very ready to go get it. But I never thought that all the great things would come along with it as far as, all the stuff that we've done as an offense, as an organization, and how we affect the community and things of that nature. It was awesome. But I always wanted to be the best player I could be and be able to become a champion and win the Super Bowl was definitely a goal and a dream from the beginning.
And just sort of a follow-up question, what was it like sort of when you first arrived in, in New Orleans in 2006 with, all that was going on in the city at the time? What was that? What do you sort of remember about those early days?
I remember right after I got drafted, I went to the Cadillac dealership, got a Cadillac, and we drove that truck from Philadelphia all the way down to New Orleans. And coming into New Orleans, I just remember just coming over this bridge and how high the water was up to that bridge. And, just seeing how the city was, how the area was. And it really wasn't a lot of people around. And my rookie year, because in Bloomsburg is kind of a flood area because it's on a mountain. So we work with Habitat for Humanity in Bloomsburg. And my rookie year, my fullback from the Chamonix High School up here, Jay Collins, he had an RV and he bought about 15 to 20 people down from New Orleans. He was a contractor. His family was a contractor. I lived with him one semester in school. And we went into in one of the wards and rebuilt the house. And then we did stuff with the organization as well. So those are some of the earliest memories that I remember coming down to New Orleans. And that will always stay with me.
Next question.
Well, I guess I'll ask another one since nobody else is. How special is it to go in with a fellow 2006 draft pick with Roman? How special is that for you?
It's awesome. Roman has been a great friend, him and his family. We hit it off, right away. I've been to Alabama, Prattville, to his events and his camp, and he's been to Philadelphia. So we've seen, each other's family a lot, and it's a real honor to go in with Roman and to join the rest of the teammates and guys I played with and all the other greats in New Orleans. It's a great moment. Like I said, it feels like almost like being drafted again, but this time in the first round.
With Reggie and Marcus going in last year, did you all know at the time how special that class was? I mean, could you tell right away, or when did you realize that they had put together a pretty special draft class?
I think that we knew right away. Just being around each other like you are your rookie season, whether you're going to the rookie symposium or, you're doing all the rookie stuff with player engagement guys and stuff like that, how, they just make sure that you guys are transitioning well. We knew we had some ballers coming in and, a couple guys got hurt, like Roman himself and a few guys, but we knew that we were a talented group and we knew that we could, and we all really kind of made an impact right away. So we just continued to learn. For me, I just continued to learn. I continued to learn from the veterans in the rooms that I had, how to break down film, how to, hone on my technique and get better, how to study the game. And, I think people forget that we were half away from the Super Bowl that rookie year. And I think that's where it all started, just the mindset that we took that year and what we accomplished. And coach, continued to build on that foundation that we had built as far as players and schemes and just adding to that first year in 06.
Roman, congratulations on the new addition to the family. Did you foresee this your Saints road in your career, Saints Hall of Fame?
No, not at all. When I got there, Jahri was way more confident than me. Look, everybody knew Reggie Bush, but I'm not going to say our class looked that great to me. Alabama was not who Alabama. We were not great. So I was excited to actually have the opportunity to play somewhere close in the South. That was the big thing for me. But we all know my college roommate actually called me after the Saints drafted me and laughed at me, said that we'd never go to the playoffs and how bad we were. We had a great draft. We got there. Colston was way overweight, so I didn't think he turned out to be the great player that he was. Everybody was so high on Mike Haas. We had this very, very tall, enormously big white guy named Zach Strief in the 7th round, who everybody was all excited about as well. So it was just crazy. Jahri had these big glasses on, these big, like really big, thick glasses. So we was like, how can this guy be an O-lineman and be as tough and great as he is? So it was just funny. We did not look the part, but we definitely came together and were very much so a vital part of getting that organization turned around. And immediately we were all thrown in the fire. And I think we all responded the right way. And then we just really came closer as we were in that rookie locker room. And we all talked about our trials and tribulations. And I think that is what really made us all together, was the bond that we actually formed. And we just kind of kept going. And then from there, that team just really took off. And the organization has never been the same since then. It's very special for me to actually say I played a role in that my family can actually say we were there when we saw it all turn around. And I think that's the greatest thing I'm taking away from all of this.
Who was that laughing roommate, and do you give it back to him now?
Oh, well, yeah, all the time. His name is Charlie Pepper. He played in the league and won a Super Bowl with Green Bay. So I can't really laugh at him that much, but we proved him wrong though. It was great. It was absolutely amazing to be able to just come back and talk a little trash to him. But he definitely had some concerns, and I understand why. The Saints, they had some issues. That's all I'll say.
It's only Tuesday, but it's been a pretty crazy week with you, with a new baby and your new job, and now getting inducted, or will be inducted, of course, getting the news. What is these past 2 days meant to you? Just how emotional and big that they are at the grand scheme of things?
Well, first and foremost, I will not deny nor confirm anything about ESPN until ESPN releases their own statement. All right, I'll put that out there first. Now, all right, wink, wink. But yes, it's been a great day. It's been a great blessing, a roller coaster of emotions. My wife labored for like 12 hours because my son inside, he did some other stuff and went breech or whatever that means, which his feet were down. It was crazy, but it turned out he's healthy and everybody made it out just fine. And the doctors did some stuff and made him come back down. It was definitely an adventure. And, and then hearing the news about this is coming on, and just the timing of it, then all the news breaking on everything else. It's been an eventful 48 hours for me. I got to get used to being back on team, no sleep. So, which everybody knows me. I'm always one of those guys that's always kind of stayed up late and hung out anyway. So it'll be okay. I'll make it through, but it's been great. And I'm just excited, man. It's cool to actually see how many people in your life actually care about you, and how many people reach out to you when they hear good things, that how many people you represent back home. Like when I was back home with Jahri in Philly, like how many people will come up to him and just thank him for having us come through there to show the young kids what it's like, or that they have the opportunity to do those things. Or when Tavares Cadet would go up there and have one of the greatest speeches I've ever seen to those kids in that community in Philadelphia. It was just absolutely amazing. And just really sharing about all the trials that he's been through in life, and that, when you go through something, when you walk those same hallways, and that you grew up and you do something special, that these other kids, they see a chance, that they have hope, and how many people you're able to affect in your short little lifetime, and that it really humbles you and gets you outside of your own bubble. And just, it's not always about me, that this award is so much more representative, so many more than just Roman Harper. And that's what I get from this.
How important do you guys think for both you guys? Obviously on the field, that draft class made a difference, which is getting character guys, building a culture in the locker room. Just so many players from that class became, pillars of that. How important was that to building the Super Bowl culture and everything?
I think it was huge. I'll go first, Jar, then you can speak. I thought it was huge. I didn't know we were all such high character guys until you get there, because, and you're a rookie. You don't know anything. You're just trying to catch up and learn. But it's you learn very fast that NFL locker rooms are a lot like college locker rooms, except they're older men with a lot more money with bigger toys that cost more money. So it's a lot of the same characteristics, and guys love to have fun and cut up. And it's how fast can you come together as a team, all right, to where we're playing for one another, not just ourselves or not just the next contract. And we're playing for the betterment of the person beside you. And I think that was the biggest things, that one of Sean's biggest things was we all coming together and really getting away. That whole Millsaps thing was something special, man. And I hate it as much as I hate it, but it built a brand new foundation for everything that we were to represent from here on out. And you saw it immediately.
Jahri?
Yeah, no, I agree with Roman. I think that coaches and management have a tough job when they're in certain cities and certain areas, just because of the distractions that are around them. So I think that you're exactly right. Drafting the high character guys and guys that you knew aren't going to disappoint you. Like Roman said, in college, a scout or a recruit spends his time recruiting his 5-star athlete, and then this athlete winds up not making it to his junior or senior year because of academic reasons. So, I look at it like that. You spend this time and energy on this player, and then something happens off the field that keeps them from playing on the field. So I think that is a huge reason why we've had a lot of success in New Orleans is getting the guys in there, and then once they're there, letting them know, the environment that they're going to be living in, that they're going to be playing in, and try to help them navigate it, because we're all from different areas. We all have different, upbringings and different things that we live life. So, I didn't have my first bill or till I moved to New Orleans and bought my first property in 2007. So just, helping guys navigate some of those things early on in their career is definitely is helpful. And the Saints organization and the coaches and staff definitely did that for me and a lot of guys, I think.
Jahri, this is Ro Brown from WBOK. First of all, congratulations. You are an established All-Pro in New Orleans. You leave, and then you come back. Talk to me about your emotions during that time when you left, and were you surprised that you ended up back in the Crescent City?
Emotions was different for me. It gave me a new aspect on what guys go through in free agency. That was something that I've never experienced. I was there for 10 years. When I signed that 7-year contract, which you won't see another 7-year contract by offensive lineman, by the way. But when I signed that contract, I did not see myself not playing out that contract. So it was definitely a surprise when I got that phone call, early before OTAs and stuff happened. But, I got over it really quickly, and I started visiting some teams, and then that was another experience. I was like, this is crazy to me. So, but that's the nature of the business, right? And I was glad to come back. It was a little pressed. I didn't see myself getting released by Seattle, but I know I didn't really have support in the coaching, from the coach there. So, but it worked out well for me, because I was able to come back to New Orleans and get back to what I was used to, and able to be back with the guys and have that season that we had there.
Any other questions?
This is Mike Triplett. I don't know if Sean's answering questions or if the players will answer this, but how do you guys talk about Millsaps? Does he apologize to you guys for that, or does he take credit that built you into the Hall of Famers that you became?
I don't think an apology is needed. I think we just know that I think as players we know that no other player or team experienced that, in my opinion. I don't think that they have, but a lot of people, we saw people come and go. Like I said, we were young. I think the best way to describe Millsap is that each year we kind of got something, right? We had to go down the hill first and come up the hill. Then we got the steps. Then we got the tent. You know what I mean? So Millsaps did kind of grow a little bit, but it was an experience for me that I'll never forget, that kind of really molded me as the pro player that I am, or became to be.
Roman, you want to comment on Millsaps?
Yeah, man, Millsaps sucked. And Sean's a 4-letter word for taking us there 2 years straight, but it is what it is. He's not going to apologize. He's not going to do that. He thinks it was great. So But look, John's right though. Not only did we get steps, but you know, the cars and the transportation we evolved. Like it was definitely an adventure. Going from a rookie year where you're like a mile and a half walking to practice facility just to be able to go out there and, you know, but I think it built character in the fact that no matter what I did at any training camp from the rest of my life, it was never going to be that hard. So you kind of set a standard, and from there on, it's kind of easier. And I think that actually changed me in a way that no matter what I did, I could always get through it because mentality-wise, once I got through Millsaps, there was nothing else that was ever going to be as hard as that. And I remember like it was yesterday, I called my dad my rookie year because it was just so hard. Mentally, I was beat. I was, you know, playing 3 or 4 positions. I was trying to do all these other things and just trying to keep up and losing weight so bad because I'm so tired and just so dehydrated. And my dad was like, well, this is what you wanted to do. So what else are you going to do? You don't get to come home. And then I looked at that signing bonus I got. So, and I didn't want to give that back. So it is what it is.
And the best thing about Millsaps, I just want to add, was the food. I think everybody agreed on that right there. That was
the food was great. Yes, that's very true.
The food was amazing.
Thank you, guys.